Canadian brokerage wars just reached the boiling point. For years, we were stuck with $10 trades while our neighbors to the south were experiencing zero-fee commissions. Then Wealthsimple broke the ice, National Bank joined in, and then finally Questrade dropped the fees in 2025. If you're a Canadian investor, your options just got more interesting and a lot cheaper. Now Webull Canada has just started offering zero-fee commission trading. Today I'm breaking down the Webull move, how it stacks up against the zero-fee titans like Wealthsimple, National Bank, and Questrade, and whether you should actually move your money to Webull or not. Let's dive in. So what's the deal? As of April 2026, Webull Canada has eliminated the commissions on US and Canadian equities. In a nutshell, $0 commission in stocks and ETFs, the type of accounts, TFSA, RRSP, non-registered, margin and cash accounts. But the secret sauce is they're offering NASDAQ level 2 quotes for free if you make some initial deposit. This is the big differentiator. While Wealthsimple is great for beginners, Webull Canada is offering advanced charts, technical indicators, and the depth of market that active traders crave, but without the interactive broker's price tag. So what's the competitive landscape in Canada? Now there are 5 companies who have eliminated commissions on stocks and ETFs. So let's look at the battlefield. Let's start with Wealthsimple. It's the king of simplicity. $0 trades, but they make money on the 1.5% FX spread unless you pay $10 per month on the USD accounts. That's for Wealthsimple. For Questrade, they went $0 commission in early 2025 to stay relevant. They offer more assets like bonds, GICs, and mutual funds, which Webull Canada do not offer. And the National Bank discount brokerage, that's the hidden gem, $0 commission, and it has the backing of the big 6 banks in Canada. But their app, it's more functional than fun. And finally, we have the Qtrade, which is one of the top picks for customer service. They offer $0 trades for stocks and ETF. So where does Webull fit in? It's in the middle ground. It is more powerful than Wealthsimple, but it is more modern and mobile first than Questrade and National Bank. Now we have to talk about the catch. There is no such thing as free lunch in finance. Webull, like Wealthsimple, makes money on FX conversion. Unless you have USD accounts, if you buy USD stocks on Canadian dollars, it will definitely pay the spread all the time. So what's the math? If you trade US stocks more frequently, it's better to have a USD account. But be very careful when you transfer your Canadian dollars to US dollars because you will have to pay some fees. Also, watch out for the ECN fees. While your commission is 0, you still have to pay few exchange fees. This is standard in Canada, no matter which brokerage platform you use. So the question is, who should actually use Webull Canada? Number 1, active trader. If you are looking for advanced charts, indicators like RSI, MACD, and also the order book with the level 2 data, Webull wins. Number 2, the mobile first investor. If you think Questrade is more clunky, Wealthsimple is more simple, then Webull Canada is your choice. And number 3, the paper trader. Webull has an excellent paper trading platform. If you are a beginner and want to practice with fake money but with real-time data, Webull is for you. The next question is, who should stay away? If you are looking for mutual fund, if you're looking for bonds, if you're looking for GICs, FHSA, then Webull Canada is not for you. So what's the verdict? The fact that we now have 5 companies who offer commission-free trading in Canada, that's a great win for all of us. If you want the advanced charts, best technical indicators, and the mobile-friendly option, Webull Canada is your choice. If you want the simplest version, then Wealthsimple always leads. But I want to hear from you. Are you switching? I just opened a Webull account. Is the level 2 data enough to move your funds to Webull? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for Canadian finance updates. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.